Because this is our league.
Celebrate Olympics because this is our league.
Oli, Daddy, Oli,
Daddy,
Oli,
Daddy,
Oli,
Daddy,
Oli,
Daddy.
Amidst all the moments of glitz, the surprises, and unexpected turnout of events, the Ghana Premier League.
Down, and Kotoko do have another goal here. The Bakra has the ball. Christopher Bonny scores. It is Hasselhoff 1. Kumasi Asante Kotoko 1.
Oh yeah, the ball is very, very interesting. Both side and side, they are all doing well. In fact, I'm happy that I'm coming from Ghana.
I promise you a lot more this season. We are going to give you the best previews, the best interviews, and watch out for the many surprises we have for you on The Beautiful Game. It's been a long, painful wait to come your way again to share the lows, the mushy days, and breathtaking moments of the Ghana Premier League. But here we are in those merry moments to kickstart the 2019-2020 league season. I'm sure expectations are high given the long recess and significant changes. But believe me when I say you are going to be swept off your feet in those end-to-end, engaging and sizzling 34 weeks of football action with me, Abigail Senasosu, on The Beautiful Game. We're still on A Beautiful Game with me, Abigail Senasosu, and a big thank you to Golden Hills FC, Big Depot, and Shares Beauty Parlor for making me up and then making sure we are here today to kickstart a very lovely season, if you ask me. But what a way to start, if not to get that person to give us the right analysis, what to expect, what are we in for. There's been a lot of changes, like I said in my intro. Now we are going to have an 18-club league season, 9 action centers, and also means more work, means more excitement, means more goals, and everything to the highest level. For me, my adrenaline is high, my expectations are big. I don't know about you, but what club are you rooting for this season? Is it Liberty? Is it Inter Allies? Is it Kumasi Asante Kotoko? Is it Accra Hearts of Oak? They are saying that this is their year indeed. Let's see what this season also has for them. But with me, it's Coach Ebenezer Sefa. He started the very first season with us and gave us some in-depth analysis onto how the league was going to start. And I can say 90% found out, so I'm sure we are in for more lessons today. Coach, it's a pleasure having you again.
Thank you.
Here we are. I think that we've all waited for this season to start over a year, hoping that Ghana football comes again. For you and I, we know what our local league means to us, and so if we are waiting, then we really know what we're waiting for. But what are we up against? 18-club season. Is it going to work? Are we ready?
Well, I must say that yes, it's going to work. The clubs have accepted whatever the FA is bringing on board, and I believe that the clubs are working, preparing, and coaches, players, fans, everybody is ready for the 18-man league that we're all waiting for. We'll come Sunday, see what's going to happen, and I believe that the clubs are going to give us their best for us to see, bring the love back, and I think that things are going to work well.
And in this era of bringing back the love, there's been some changes also with the requirements for our managers, talking about licensed A coaches are going to be the ones to man the dugout. Is that, it looks like it has been a strain on some of the clubs, and you are saying we are ready?
No, it's about money. I believe that if you're going in for CAF licensed A coach, a top-notch coach, you need to have money, you need to pay.
But what does it mean to our league?
I mean, it's good. I mean, I believe that we've had a few coaches that have the licenses. Previous years, we've seen coaches rotating. You see this coach from this club, he moves to this club. But after the club licensing board came out with this kind of rules and the regulations, you realize that there are more coaches that have the CAF license. They are about 150. Yeah. So what were they doing? And so I believe that clubs go in for them. Some of them have even the assistants as who have the A, and some have the B. So I believe that we're going to have a lot of good things to happen and big competition in terms of the technical issues and all that. So for me, I'm happy and I'm just excited, just waiting for the kick of the.
We'll get into the technical nitty-gritties of these clubs, especially when we have to talk about our beautiful game match of the week. But let's talk about these clubs, the new entrants. We had a chat with Great Olympics, and I was very happy when I saw an experienced player of the side. I watched him in their pre-season friendly against Dreams FC. He still has that cutting edge, that long range shots that would shake every goalkeeper in his post. Talking about Emmanuel Clottey, one of our journeymen from Accra to Denmark, to Esperance, to Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, Bekum Chelsea, back to Ghana, and now with Great Olympics. Let's hear what he has to say ahead of the season.
My name is Emmanuel Clottey, striker. I play Great Olympics. Oh, okay. Emmanuel Clottey starts football from Brazil Soccer Academy, under 12, and I play my TV3 here, under 14, under 17, and then somewhere 2006 I played Great Olympics. From there to Austria, Wacker, Innsbruck, to Denmark, Odense, back to Temayut, Berekum, Chelsea, and Esperance de Tunis, after Al Dafra and Kotoko. Now back to Great Olympics. Football is everything to me. I don't have any job again. So I put much effort. I leave everything behind me and fight and make sure I have to do my job well. Then after the game, I relax. So that's what motivates me in terms of playing and everything. I think it's my job, so I have to. As for me, when I'm playing, I don't think about anybody. I think about me and my team. I don't think about the defender. Even Sergio Ramos is in front of me. I don't think about him. We are all playing football. At the end of the day, defender can make 2 mistakes. As a striker, when you get one, you have to equalize it. That's me. Because I don't watch anybody even thinking of other strikers. No. I think about myself. At the end of the season, we count our goals.
So that was Emmanuel Clottey of Great Olympics. And then, so if you can reach us on Facebook on the Beautiful Game TBG, on YouTube it's Ghana League TV, and on Twitter you can tweet at us at This Is My League. Tell us what your expectations are ahead of the 2019-2020 season, where we are bringing back the love and igniting that joy that we all want to see at our stadium. But Coach, you know Emmanuel Clottey very well. I do not need to ask you about him. But this is a critical season, if you ask me. A lot of people are saying that Great Olympics are just coming to add up to the numbers. They are not ready, but here they are getting some experienced lads on their side. Can he show us the glimpses we know of him from Chelsea to Kotoko and out of this country? Will we get what we want from Emmanuel Clottey?
Well, I must say that it's been years when we saw him play the Champions League for Berekum Chelsea. At that time, he had players like Abdul Basit, Obed Owusu, Yao Alexander, Banahene, Bismarck Aidan. These are guys who are very good on the day anytime he plays alongside them. Even his days with Kotoko, he was a very good player. But he's been out of football for how many months now? Roughly beyond 12 months. Well, but I've watched him play Dreams FC, as you earlier indicated. He also played against Liberty Professionals. He's not a bad player. But at the end of the day, with his experience, the only problem I may have with him is his endurance and his stamina. Yeah. If only he can work on that. If you allow him or give him space within the box, he's definitely going to punish you. And he's got some experienced players around him. And of course, you have the likes of Godfrey Saka. At a point, people were calling him for him to go into the senior national team to play the Blasters when he was featuring for Adriana Stars. For me, I believe that Olympics with these experienced players, add up with the few young ones that they have, can cause a lot of stir in the league. Olympics is a wonder club. Like
you're saying, given that he has that fitness level again, that we know him of old, does he look like a possible candidate for a goal king?
Well, it depends on which players are going to supply him with the balls. I'm talking about the midfield. Yeah. His days with Berekum Chelsea, you have Yao Alexander, Ewekaholic midfielder, Abdul Basit, you have Obed Owusu, you talk of Banahene, and the likes. All of them were in Berekum Chelsea, Glassing Awaku. Yeah. They were all there to support him, give him the needed balls for him to be able to go. When he came to Kotoko, he had the same players, more, even better than those they were playing in Berekum Chelsea. In midfield, you have a very good midfield who can release the ball on time for you to be able to position yourself very well. That I know he can do. Of course, why not? I mean, it depends on how he gets the supplies and how Olympics also starts the season.
Okay, so here we are analyzing what Emmanuel Clottey can do on a given day. So don't stay at home. Join us at the various league centers. Now it has been expanded. So just maybe there's one just a stone throw away from you as we enjoy 34 weeks of another great season. I'm expecting so much from this season because that hunger for good football is there. And so when we come out there and they give it to us, I know that we are going to love it. And I trust my clubs to do that. Now, let's have a general review of all the clubs. Apart from Kumasi and Asante Kotoko was engaged in African competition and Ash Gold as well. Hartlepool, we saw some level of consistency, but you can say that training is different from the action as we saw in the President's Cup. Are this club match ready? Not training, but match day ready?
You mentioned Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Of course, I mean, everybody knows.
Arguably the most active.
Of course, I mean, Ashanti Gold were also in Africa with Kotoko just a few months ago. Well, you mentioned clubs like Aduana, Ashanti Gold, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, Accra Hasselfolk, and Mediema. You talk of these teams, they have consistency in terms of their team. When you look at their bench, Hasselfolk in the last month have maintained Kim Grant. Mediema in the last 12 months, they've been able to maintain Samuel Bodu. Kotoko have done a lot of changes at the bench. Now Maso Kunodo is in. I think he's going to be the 4th coach within the last 12 months or the 3rd coach. You go to Ashanti Gold. The Brazilian is going to be the 3rd or 4th coach for Ashanti Gold within the last 12 months. You go to Aduana, you like W. Tando, is he going to be the last 4 coaches within the last 12 months? The late Yusuf Abubakar and you talk of Kenichi Yasuhashi. They've all passed through Aduana. And when it comes to Hasselfolk, Kim Grant has been there. Christopher Bonny in the NC competition, William Denchi, Robert Ado, Mohamed Alassan, Aminu Alassan, you have Efutu, and of course Kodia is injured, and you have Michel Sapon, and then Manaf from the youth side getting into this. And one of the deadly strikers also in the league, you talk of Joseph Eso, and of course you have to focus. So it's definitely going to be a difficult and exciting league. But come to Inter Allies, they have a lot of changes because of business that they do. They have young players in Dreams FC with the inclusion of Emmanuel Okra, I think a fantastic player from Wild Star. He went to the US, came to Karela and is back into Dreams FC. I watched them against the Meteors before they played for Egypt. It was a fantastic team. You talk of Liberty Professionals, they have a very young team. As much as Olympics defeated them just 2 days ago by a long goal, you talk of Karela, now they'll be playing at Takwa, where Mediema will be playing. Mediema is happy to have Kwesi Dosu back from the US. They have Eric Kwakwa back in the team. They have Ibrahim Moro back in the team. Of course, the safe pair of hands who went to Wafo tournament in Senegal with Masou Okunedu. You talk about Erico Forentry. So these are guys that I think that everybody is looking up to. But definitely, it's going to be a difficult league this very season.
Okay, so there's going to be a difficult league on our hands, but you can follow us on Facebook. It's The Beautiful Game TBG. On YouTube, it's Ghana League TV. On Twitter, you can tweet at us at This Is My League. Talking about the Wonder Club, they've done some wonders in the last few days leading up to the start of the season. They have changed managers. Unfortunately, at this time, they are bringing in a new manager. Great Olympics, what is happening?
But I think it's not only Great Olympics. I think Wild Stars just introduced a coach, Gorem.
For Wild Stars, we knew there was something cooking. But for Great Olympics, it looks so good.
Of course,
it looks
so good. Now they're going in for Coach George Prince. I mean, Prince is not a bad coach. I know
he's also a licensed coach.
Of course, I know him. He used to be with the Youth Star Academy. He wanted to have a short stint in India. And one of the questioned the strongest of the Indian league. By the end of the day, he went there to do something good. He's with Olympics now. Hoffman is going to assist him. They are a wonder club. That's what they did, the wonders. As soon as Ni Amal left, they have a new coach. Within 24 hours, they didn't have a new coach. That is a great Olympics for you.
Okay, expectations are all over the place. But for you as a coach, you're a scout. You have seen these players through and through. You, as an individual, what are your expectations ahead of this 34 rounds?
I'm expecting good football. I'm expecting a lot of work from the coaches. We should see more tactical work when we go to watch football. We should see variation of tactics, variation of system. We should see improvement in terms of the quality, in terms of the set pieces, in terms of corner kicks, dead ball situations. How do they vary the game? And also to be able to do a lot of impartation on the players. I'm expecting a lot from because the club license board have let us understand that going in for the CAF license A coaches, I mean, they are top notch, and they should be able to bring something on board. Our football needs to get to where it used to be. So I believe that these coaches are going to do more. That is why the clubs are doing a lot of signings strategically. And you realize that Ashgood has maintained their team. They've added 1 or 2. Adriana have signed Nicolas Jan, who was with the Busian Drafts. He went to Tanzania. They've had him into their squad. Kotoko has brought in Mighty Kujo, this young chap. They've got a young player from Trump Divisa, and they're also adding, Maswal is adding 1 or 2 players, Amoro, Ibrahim, formerly of Bolga All-Stars, and the local Blasters. You talk of House of Hope, they've added Richard Atta, the goalkeeper from Elimina Sharks. So it tells you that the coaches have seen a lot behind the scene, and now they want to impact. So we that are going to watch, we that are going to assess, we that are going to analyze the games, I expect a lot from these coaches and these players. And this season's league should be loved.
So who's going to carry the season?
I mentioned 5 clubs. Obviously, there may be surprises, but at the end of the day, the teams that I mentioned, I talk of House of Hope.
Okay, so give me your top 6. Top 6.
If I should give you my top 6, definitely I'll go in for Mediema, I'll go in for Ashanti Gold.
In that order?
No.
I want it in that order.
No. If it's going to be in that order, let's finish the first game, the opening games, and then when you get me, I'll be able to tell you.
Okay, so give us your top 6.
Well, my top 6, you're going for Mediema, you're going for Ashanti Gold, you're going for Kumasi, Asante Kotoko, you're going for Adriana. Of course, you cannot leave Accra out of this, but there may be surprises. You have Dreams FC who's doing very well in terms of their pre-season, and I believe that this time they are not going to push players abroad as they used to do, but as much as they will do, but in terms of consistency, they are going to maintain it. We are yet to see what our side is bringing on board after leaving WA. Wafa has been silent. You know that they promoted a lot of their youth players, their U16, U15 players into the senior team. So we are yet to see Wafa also coming to display what they have. Brekum Chelsea has also maintained most of their players. So it tells you that there may be surprises.
The top 6 you gave me.
Yeah.
I am going to arrange that for years very soon. I know Coach Emen and I know his top 6, but let's look at our fixtures for match day 1 in Accra. It's going to be Accra Hearts of Oak against Brekum Chelsea. Adriana Stars will play in Thailand at home. Asante Kotoko will welcome 11 Wonders to the Babara Sports Stadium. At the Obuasi Stadium is going to be Ashgood against the Wonder Club Great Olympics. Bechem United will play Elmina Sharks. Dreams FC will welcome the Fresh Bees. Alaji Gruses can face out. Ebusian Dwarfs will play Mediema SC. Karela United play West African Football Academy. Liberty Professionals in Dansoman. The new name, Alaji Slaitete Park, will play WA All Stars. But our pick of the week is going to be Ashanti Gold against Great Olympics in Obuasi. Coach, what are you expecting from that game?
I'm expecting good football. You know, when you pick the Linkley Sports Stadium, Baba Yaya Sports Stadium, Cape Coast Sports Stadium, the new sports stadium, the pitches are good. So any club that goes to play on that pitches play very good football.
Sure.
And as we indicated of the new signings of Accra Great Olympics, they are the Wonder Club. I mean, before they went to relegation and came back, they went to Obuasi and they played very good football as much as they couldn't win the last game that they played before they went to relegation. But you realize that Ashanti Gold has maintained the team, as I said. Yeah. When you want to watch good football, you want to watch entertainment football, watch Ashanti Gold play. They've got quality in terms of midfield. Latif Anabila, for me, is one of the finest offensive midfielders that we have in our league.
So I went for
James Akamenko, Shafi Momoni, giving him the chances, giving him the space, he's definitely going to punish you. But Accra Great Olympics being the Wonder Club can go there and cause surprise. But on paper, I can tell you that the 3 points will stay in Obuasi.
Okay, so Obuasi it is for Coach Ebenezer Fathers, where the Wonders will start from Great Olympics. Are you really coming back home empty-handed? I just want to know how that pans out on Beautiful Game match of the week. We'll come your way again and then we'll see how that went and get you some highlights possibly from that game. But as we continue to bring you the best on this show, watch out, there are some surprises coming up in subsequent weeks of the Beautiful Game. But once again, a very big thank you to Golden Hills FC. Big Depot is also at Ashibota Mile 7, serving you food, drinks, coffee, however you want it. Shares Beauty Parlor, thank you for my makeup. My name is Abigail Senaso, so let's do this again as we continue this journey on the Beautiful Game, because this is our league. Amidst all the moments of glitz, the surprises, an unexpected turnout of events, the Ghana Premier League.
Take down, and Kotoko do have another goal here. Bakra has the ball. Christopher Bonnie scores. It is Hasabok 1. Kumasi Asante Kotoko 1.
Oh yeah, the ball is very, very interesting. Both side and side, they are all doing well. In fact, I'm happy that I'm coming from Ghana.
I promise you a lot more this season. We are going to give you the best previews, the best interviews, and watch out for the many surprises we have for you on The Beautiful Game.